settle in for our practice to breathe, to move, and to be. Starting with whatever seat suits you and your limbs best, arranging any props that might help support yourself. If you choose to sit in a chair, fantastic, whatever suits you. If you want to kneel or sit on like an exercise ball, that's cool too. And once you found your seat, the eyes can be soft, or maybe you close your eyes. As you breathe in and breathe out, and give yourself the space and time. Perhaps visualize creating that buffer between where you were and where you are now. Allow this breath to be simply your breath, nothing to do differently or change. And perhaps as you continue to breathe here, you can layer in a visualization of floating on water. And perhaps you're floating on a raft or a giant lily pad. And feel your breath begin to mimic those subtle, gentle waves that come with the water. And perhaps visualize that inhale washing up over you. And the exhale washing down, sweeping, softening the edges. The ebb and flow of your breath. And please know that you can linger here with your natural breath. If that's what feels best, fantastic. Or begin to draw your awareness a little more closely to the inhale. And feel how the inhale expands, a wave rising up. The exhale flow away. And your inhale. And the exhale simply pours out. You begin to tune in to the length of your inhale simply by counting. And perhaps you find that your inhale is a 3 or a 2 or a 4 count. There's no need to force or make the breath more than it needs to be. Simply noticing your breath and the length of your inhale. And as you find that number, maybe it's 3, I invite you to either linger here with a 3 count inhale and that mimic of the exhale, finding our balanced breath. You can always go back to the awareness. You can linger here with balanced breath or begin to explore elongating the exhale. So let's say the inhale is 3. See what a 4 count exhale feels like. As you continue with an inhale of a certain length and exploring that slightly longer exhale, if you find any gripping or holding, inviting softness to those places. If you find that going beyond the 1 count past, perhaps you elongate the exhale a bit more. Option to find an exhale twice as long as the inhale. If you find that that longer exhale is a bit much, just adapting, adjusting the exhale so that it's longer than the inhale, but also still comfortable, not forced, nothing tight or pushed. Invite 2 more rounds of your breath. Perhaps it's relaxation breath with the elongated exhale, balanced breath, or simply 2 beautiful rounds of your breath. After you found your 2 rounds, allow any counting, any pranayam, just set it off to the side. Having that tool of relaxation breath always there, available to tap into. As you come back to your natural breath, take a few rounds just to notice whatever there is to notice. As you find your next inhale, roll your shoulders up around your ears. On the exhale, shoulders back and down. Take a few rounds of your shoulder rolls here. You can take them together or one shoulder at a time. Take them deeper or more shallow. And you continue to take a few more rounds, maybe feel some movement you can layer in with the upper spine, your thoracic spine. A little rounding in the back like a mini cat, perhaps a kitten. And then that little shine forward, a lift of the sternum as the shoulders come back. Just isolating the thoracic spine. Our thoracic vertebrae are on the stiffer side because our ribs connect in our back to our spine, which is important. And all those bones come together and protects our heart. Just inviting a little bit of movement here, opening that front and back body. At the same time, moving our bodies, we're inviting little movements with the heart and the lungs just to keep them mobile and fluid. Next time your shoulders are heavy, just invite them back and down. And here with heavy shoulders, an inhale to lift the gaze or gazeless gaze up to the ceiling, open the front of the throat. And exhale, chin drifts down towards the chest. Take two more of those. It's drifting up and down, a little mobility. And saying yes to yourself in this time. The next time you find the chin down towards the chest, the head be heavy, shoulders stay soft and back. Roll the right ear over to listen to the right shoulder. Invite the left shoulder to be super heavy. Option to take the left arm off to the side. An additional option to take that left hand and tuck it under your left hip. So you kind of sit on your hand and notice what shows up there when you take a little extra. And if it's a little too much, just take the hand back out or enjoy that lengthening from your ear down into your wrist. If you had the hand tucked under your hip, we'll slide that back out and on top of the leg, drift your chin down through center. Here we'll bring the opposite ear to the other shoulder. And sitting nice and tall, breathing down the right side of your neck. Spend time here. Hand can drift off to the side, the hand be heavy. Or maybe tuck that right hand to sit underneath of the right hip. And breathe into the lengthening of the right side of your neck. And if you tuck the hand under the hip, we'll slide that back on top of the leg. Lift your chin down to center. And here, just begin to take a little side to side movement. If a half circle feels good to you right now, you could linger on one side and or the other. If you'd like to drift the head back a bit further or take a full circle-ish shape, allow yourself to investigate, to tune into what would feel good for your neck, including finding a spot that just needs a little extra breath and time. And if you found a circle one way, ensuring that you took it the other way. and eventually meeting back with the chin in towards the chest. And with an inhale, lift the chin up, invite the shoulders up, and bring everything back and down. And palms come off to the side as you inhale, sweep up through the fingertips. Reach up, maybe even look up towards your hands. Bring the palms together, interlace fingers, and then press the palms away to the ceiling. And here with the palms away to the ceiling, lengthen from tailbone through crown of head. Keep the hips level. Just take a little lean over to your left side. And breathe into your right rib cage. With the inhale, drift up through center. And take your lean the other way. At any point, you can certainly also bend the elbows for the arms to be happier. And stretching out the fascia in the palms as the fingers are interlaced. We'll inhale, come back up to center. And then drift your hands down in front of you, palms towards, or palms away. And with your inhale, begin to round the spine, chin to chest, then bring your palms into your heart space and stretch out the back body like a seated cat. Exhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze, press the palms away. Inhale, palms in, round the spine. Maybe think about gathering up energy from your heart space, perhaps gratitude. And exhale, offer that out. Lift the gaze, lift the heart, little back bend. Take that 2 more times. Inhale, round the spine, chin to chest. And exhale, open up, offer it out. Inhale, stretching out the back body. Any additional movement that feels good to you. Exhale, press the palms away, lengthen through the arms. Nice. From that back bend, little lift, we'll come back to our neutral spine. We'll bring our arms to come parallel to the earth, fingers interlaced. Take one heel of your hand towards the opposite elbow, little stretch from both wrists in opposite directions. And then come back to neutral. And we'll take that the other way. We'll take a little bit of movement if that feels good to you. You can continue to linger. After you found that second side, one more time. Coming back to neutral, releasing the hands, wiggling the fingers, giving the wrists a little rotation, shaking them out. And here, sweep the arms up, maybe jazz hands on the way. Take a little twist open to your right. Take one hand to your leg, one hand behind, sit tall. And just explore the depth of your twist. Release the fingertips as you inhale, come back up through center. And take the twist the other way. Smooth, full breath. And with your inhale, come back up through center. Bring palms together and hands find heart center. So with hands at heart center, I would invite you to keep your pinky fingers and your thumbs together and let the other 3 fingers on both hands open into Padme Mudra, lotus seal. So this hand gesture representing the purity and perseverance of the lotus flower, floating above the muddy waters of desire, fear, and attachment. And one of the first mantras that I learned in English, no mud, no lotus. And here is maybe we come back to this idea of floating the murky waters below. And we connect the pinkies and the thumbs, taking the petals out. With your inhale, lengthen through the fingertips. And with your exhale, bring everything together into a bud. Inhale, fingers float out. Exhale, bring the fingertips into a bud. Maybe you close your eyes and follow the breath. Watch the lotus flower open in your mind. Exhale, come into that bud. Inhale, opening up, gathering energy from the universe. Exhale, drawing it into your palms, into your body. 3 more of these mudras with breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, bud. 2 more rounds on your own. After you found your 2 rounds, opening to Padme Mudra. Option to bring the thumbs against your heart center. Shoulders heavy, spine long. Breathe in. Breathe out. And this mudra connecting to your throat and your heart centers. Reminding us that as we navigate the muddy waters, it is the foundation, the support from which the lotus flower grows. You can linger here with hands in Padme Mudra or release your hands at any time. As we linger for a bit longer, I invite you to use the mantra. On the inhale, no mud. On the exhale, no lotus. Rising up out of the muck and the mire, making beauty out of muddy water. Inhale, no mud. Exhale, no lotus. Continue to follow your breath, layering in this mantra or any other mantra that serves you. As you allow yourself the space and time to be. Invite a breath in. And let that breath go. And setting your mudra and your mantra off to the side, tools that you can carry with you. And here in this simple seat, take a few moments to notice whatever there is to notice. And bring palms together. Anjali Mudra, the mudra of offering. And you rest thumbs against heart center, bowing your chin to your brilliant, beautiful heart space. Offering yourself gratitude for making the time. Thanking your breath for being your guide. Appreciation to your body for being so patient and resilient and strong on and off the mat. Thumbs travel to third eye point, your seat of intuition. I thank you for sharing your time and your beautiful energy with me. Until our paths cross again, my friend, be well. Namaste.
That was just